Hi guys, it's Paul from Paul Cole Cricket, and here is the Ton Jonny Bairstow Player Edition bat. I'm pleased to say I'm reviewing now here at Uzi Sports, packed up in the nice Ton full-length padded bat cover, 2 handles. That comes for free with the bat. It's not like the coffin style, really rigid thing that you got with the DSC Player Edition bats. You may have seen the reviews of those recently, but you do still get nice quality cover, and also this sleeve as well for additional protection, also Ton branded. So effectively 2 free back covers there, which I think is a really nice touch. You tend to see this quite a lot with Ton and a lot of the Indian brands actually. Bats that are made out there, often including nice freebies. But yeah, in terms of the grade, obviously being a player edition bat, it is the very top end of the market, grade 1 plus English Willow, so you'd expect it to look very, very nice, and it does look nice for sure. There's 9 grains there, all sapwood, so no heartwood. There are a couple of little blemishes though, as you can see, and you could argue, you know, that for the price that this is, you shouldn't really be getting those, but wood is natural, and you always get, we very often get things like this creeping in, so it's not a massive concern for me. But anyway, yeah, in terms of the stickers, I really like them as usual with Ton. There's nice embossing there. I like this blue. Jonny Bairstow, of course, has his name and his signature on there, as you can see. But there's no signature on the back or anything. But you do get this really nice Ton engraving, as you can see there. But yeah, in terms of, as you would expect from a bat like this, at the very top end, it's a low density piece of willow with 38mm edges, a 62mm spine, and a 23mm toe, so it's big all over for sure. It is only £2.9, so reasonably light, especially considering that there's minimal to no concaving there, so nice wide sweet spot, a lot behind the ball if you're hitting it off centre. It's certainly low density, all things considered, at 2.9. I would say that the pickup is okay. I mean, it kind of feels its weight. It's 2.9 as I said, but I wouldn't say it feels lighter than that, but it also equally doesn't really feel bottom heavy either. So it's kind of what I would describe sort of a nice honest pickup. The handle's slightly on the thin side though. Like I said with the DSC Player Edition bats, I said in those videos how I thought the handle was quite thin. I wouldn't say this is quite as thin as those, but still thinner than average for me at least. And more of a round handle, maybe semi-oval at best, I suppose, at the bottom there. I'd certainly be recommending a second grip if you like, unless you like a really thin handle, of course, then you'd be happy with this. But yeah, if you, like me, and you've got maybe bigger hands and prefer a thicker handle, then at least add a second, if not a third grip, I suppose. That will help there. But yeah, in terms of the shape, it's mid to low middle. You know, great for front foot play, great for slow pitches. Duckling bill toe, I guess you describe that, or that's how I would describe it. Not really a duck bill, but the spine doesn't run down through the toe either. I've got reason to believe that it is the same shape as what Jonny Bairstow uses, but I wouldn't be confident to state that categorically. That I know for a fact that with a lot of these Player Edition bats, they can often vary slightly from the actual shape that the player uses, so I wouldn't be able to say for sure that is the case, but it may well be in this case. But yeah, don't quote me on that. In terms of the finishing, grains look great through the toe, so there's no toe guide, you can see those grains running through. There's no scuff sheet or edge tape, so you might want to think about adding those things if you were to get the bat. Yeah, if you wanted to sort of prolong the life, bit of extra protection. The edges are bone, but of course will need knocking in, which is a service Uzi Sports can provide as well if you were to get the bat. But yeah, in terms of the good old mallet test, let's do that now. As usual, from the toe up to the bottom of the stickers before bouncing a ball on it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Fairly soft, as you would expect in this grade. The ball now. Yeah, I don't think it'll take long to reach peak performance level, that's for sure. Up high, down low. Yeah, sounding good everywhere really. I definitely think in terms of responsiveness and sort of performance out of the packet, it is definitely more impressive for me than those DSC Player Edition bats that I reviewed. If you saw those videos, you might recall how I was quite critical about their performance on those. I can't be as critical on this one for sure. The bow probably doesn't come as a massive surprise that is quite significant there. As you can see, quite a lot of curvature going on there. But yeah, that in terms of the price, it's £499.99 that Uzi Sports are selling this for, which is obviously the top end of the market as you'd expect with a player edition, yet still significantly lower than a lot of other top end bats, interestingly, including those DSC bats that I mentioned that I reviewed before. So from a value for money point of view, you can never say they're great value in this grade, of course, and they're certainly not for everyone, but you have to sort of compare it to, well, I think at least, to compare it to others in the market that are claiming to be the same quality, you know, other player editions, that kind of thing. And I think this kind of quality holds up well against those. So from that point of view, I guess you could say I think it's reasonably competitive. I do like the responsiveness. I like the looks. I'm not bowled over by the looks, but I like them. There's one behind me, incidentally, as well, which I should quickly show to give you a bit of a better flavour. This one's already sold, and Uzi have knocked it in for the customer, but it gives you a good idea. Again, same sort of thing, similar number of grains, similar in the sense that it's all sapwood and no heartwood. But yeah, they are very nice looking for sure. And yeah, I think all things considered, for £499.99, given the fact that everyone's increasing in prices as well, it seems, and you know, in bats, it's not too bad really. So hopefully we'll be seeing Jonny Bairstow back on the field before too long, using these and hopefully scoring a few runs for England in the Ashes. But yeah, in advance of that, hope you enjoy this video of his ton player edition. If you're interested, why not come down to Uzi Sports here in Swindon and have a closer look in the flesh. Alternatively, you can order online wherever you are in the world via the link that's in this description. Thanks very much for watching this, guys, and please do subscribe to the channel as well.